You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
When you think about that shit, right? And you play that back, that's when it was competition. That shit ain't been around in hellas.
Come on, Verb.
We had, like, look, it was, I was forced to be that guy. Because it was either be that or you died, bro. It's like, now you don't have to be anything and you can live.
Right. Shout out to Undeniable TV, man.
Man, that shit felt so good. Like the competition of coming up there and proving yourself in the Mecca. Like, for most people don't understand where we come from, we have no outlet, bro. We have no outlet. We have nobody that's gonna pull us up. We have no big buildings. We have no big homies. So to be able to create a lane where I can come up there and do that in the Mecca, a motherfucker can't say nothing to me ever, because we had no friends, no alliances, nothing.
Let's go. This is that motherfucking interview today.
See, this is the real shit. The real shit is we had no friends. It took a while for the East Coast to even understand our accent to them, man. So we had to go up there and transition to them. Man, y'all could never, 98% of y'all couldn't have survived that, man. 90, because you know how I know that y'all wouldn't have survived it.
Talk to him.
Because compared to that nigga you just heard, I ain't shit, and I'm still getting paid way more than all y'all.
Hold on, I got to. I'm sorry, I know y'all don't want to affect, but I had to drop the bomb on that.
And that's not a lie. That's not a lie. That's not a lie. It ain't shit. Hey, guess what? Let me give y'all another fact how you know that our era was harder.
Talk to him.
We got paid less then for the tougher shit. We get paid more for the easy shit. This shit easy, man. Like this is not battle rap, man. It's theater arts. But I can't even knock it because it's this era's of it. That's it.
Verb. Number one, thank you for coming on my show. I do appreciate you.
Anytime.
You're my guy. Like, I fuck with you heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of motherfuckers I fuck with. You understand what I'm saying?
Always showing me love. I can't do nothing but what? Come on.
I appreciate you, man. So I know you. You know what I'm saying? I know your career. So we gonna start here because I'm talking to you gotta remember, so I don't want anything to be rhetorical towards you. We're talking to the fans that just saw battle rap yesterday and starting to know who's who and shit like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, so with that said, boom. That right there I just played. For a lot of people, they don't know. Tell us who came with you to New York to do that battle, that event, which was shut down. Actually, was shut down and put outside.
I'm trying to share your link too. How do you share your link? Send it to me so I can share it.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think the link, I don't have the link. Hold on. As a matter of fact, I do got the link.
Well, I don't know if you go live or not. So
you know what? Yeah, because I'm live right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat and all that. This 15 minutes of fame. You know what it is, the big homie show.
All right.
But that was Verb versus SB. For those who don't know, shout out to SB. He was from the Bronx. This was some real New York shit. I'm gonna set it up here so you can take the ball and run with it.
Sure.
Verb and a couple of cats out there. He's gonna tell us who it is. Came from the Midwest, St. Louis, and came to New York. There was an event that Lux set up. I think it was Head Ice. It was supposed to be Head Ice versus you, correct?
Actually, yeah. What it was we were supposed to be some sheep for them to beat up on us.
Let's talk. Let's go. Come on, Verb. This is your show. Let's go.
Let's not act like I said. Y'all just picked the wrong fish. That's it. I don't knock. At that time, Lux, he was bringing kills to his guys because Goods, Ars, and Ice was the Lions Den boys. So they were the most powerful. They were the most powerful group of battle. If y'all think gun titles is something, y'all couldn't fuck with them. Y'all had like Ice, Ars, and Goods was a whole nother level with his shit. A whole nother level. They had the combination. It was nothing the same. All these are three different styles, and they were power in them. So at that time, those were the guys.
Right.
So we were booked Lux thought that we were. I mean, not to say that now, but I'm pretty sure he did think like, I'm gonna get these St. Louis niggas out here and we're gonna kill them. But the only thing is, some of us not going. So it was surprising, because in the conversation, my first conversation with Lux, I was trying to get him to St. Louis so I can book the nigga. I ain't tell him what I did or nothing. He found out and he said, I heard you was like that. I said, yeah, I just don't be telling that kind of stuff, right? So we were supposed to be sheep, but I mean, I tell y'all like this: if I didn't make the decision to fight that night, you don't get none of the Midwest.
Hold on.
You don't get none of the Midwest.
I know y'all. I promise.
Wait. Hold on.
Talk to him.
And that's nothing but the truth. That's nothing but the truth. Hold on. If I did not make that, because look, the battle was with Remy and him, Remy and SB. And I say, hey, Rem, like, hey, put him down or I'm gonna smoke him, man. And shout out to Remy. The universe said, step back, Verb, go do that. Because one thing about me being a leader, I'm dynamic. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all, and I'm willing to burn for it. I'm willing to burn for what I believe in. I don't come here to be your partner. I come here to kill and get paid doing it, and that's it. That's how I carried it. So your front nigga has to have that dominance. He can't. I wasn't diplomatic, man. I wasn't diplomatic. If you wore that blue NY hat, it was fuck you. I'm in this red one. I wasn't. So your leaders have to be diplomatic. In different countries, I was the leader.
Verb
Still is the leader.
Verb, but let me paint this picture for you. By no means are you and your people's any type of suckers or whatever. But you got to remember, I've seen out of towners shake and quiver in the presence of a bunch of New York cats.
Yeah, not us.
Salivating at like we gonna kill these, you know what I'm saying, and get crazy because that's how New York was at that time. Like, what was in you to be like, I'm gonna stick my chest out and we gonna get this.
One thing is, the thing about New York City, you can see a person once and never see them again. That's how New York City is, like New York, because you might see somebody from Queens and Harlem and never cross paths with them again in life. In St. Louis, if it's up, I'm gonna see you. Okay. So the thing is, when you carry the mentality of if it's up, I'm gonna see you, you ain't got time to be no hoe. So it's just like, yeah, what it is now, let's get it over with then. Because we can't run from it. So we ran to, I used to, and still to this day, I run to the smoke. I don't let it come to me. If it come to me, it can be overwhelming. So I'd rather walk in the room and say, who the best nigga in here, and let's get down. I don't want to talk to the side niggas. Let's rock. What we doing?
Did you know
that was my thing?
Did you know the opportunity was right then and there, or you just said this is a regular old? I'm gonna just get this off my chest.
I done wrote this shit. I done learned this shit. I ain't going back home the same. That's all I said. I said if I'm in New York City, I'm gonna make my mark now. That's it. Now after killing him, shouts to SB, what that was. After doing that, I didn't feel good in my spirit. No, I didn't, because I'm a real fighter. Okay. Y'all just didn't know that. Like I took the best. I learned from the best. It's like I'm a real fighter, so I thought nothing about that. When I got off the plane, landing in St. Louis the next day, the first call I got was from Eric Sermon. I didn't. At this time,
Eric Sermon from EPMD. Got you.
Yeah. At this time, we got MySpace and shit. He said, "You special." I said, "Damn." I didn't know how big it was moving on the net. It was like the St. Louis nigga is with it, because now it's like St. Louis, New York, and it started a whole war. Right. A whole war. And then the Midwest jumped in the car. Tuna and them came. Cal came. Like the first time y'all saw Calico was in St. Louis, the car we put together, bro. Like, yeah.
Hold on, Verb. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I still want to resonate with this point right here. I want to stay there in New York City where you was outside getting crazy. Let's not forget, y'all guys came out there. You came out there with the squad, but the actual event did not go down. Everybody stood outside. Like, it was time to go home. Like, that's it.
It was two events. The first one we went to, I ain't gonna hold you, that bitch was leaning. It was like, it was packed, blocks and blocks long.
Nobody knew about that. Nobody knew that. Talk to him, Verb. Talk about it.
No. It was at the first event, the first venue Lux had, it didn't fall through or something. So it was just packed out there. The whole New York City came to see the St. Louis nigga die. Now, we wasn't worried because we knew we were strapped. We like, all right, we're gonna blow a few of these niggas down anywhere it go. That's how a St. Louis nigga carries the arrogance of that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have a certain arrogance that we're not allowed to turn off. So when we in the car, It's like, I don't give a fuck if it's 1,000, we're gonna blow these niggas down.
Glamour.
So that was the way I carried it, right? So we transferred to another venue. And when we went to the other venue, it fell through.
Right.
And as we outside now, it's like, I mean, we from this, we can do this. Only thing we wasn't used to is how cold it was out there.
Right.
That's it. But we can do this all day long. Let's rock. And that's how that happened.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.